I graduated theater school at 17, and I was absolutely petrified because I felt that I did not know anything. And I went to the head of the school and I said, I really don't feel I should be graduating. And she said, darling, this is where it begins, the real education. And she was so true, because you work in a school and it's a very nurturing, protected, it's almost embryonic.
Yeah.
And you get into the real world, and some of the things apply, but a lot don't. And some of it is just a social language that you have to learn.
Was it a learning experience, all of this? I mean,
oh, yes. I mean, just to be in front of a camera, which for me had always been a little unnerving because I had this like screaming voice of Otto Preminger in the back of my head. I just found out that, film work, like theater, is a family. Mm-hmm. And in that contract system, I found a lot of friends, girlfriends, a lot of support. And I started to learn about the camera. Mm-hmm. And find it as a friendly eye instead of, an eavesdropping one.
Well, I think one of the things that a lot of people connected with, particularly women viewers connected with, was the notion of this friendship among these women, and that women really have deep friendships that are like family, as you said. This was Samantha's family. But I found one thing curious about the show was that they never really explained why these women were friends. I don't mean because they had shared interests, but women tend to be friends because they are in the same neighborhood, or they're in the same gym, or they're in the same office, or whatever. But what brought these women together was never really explained, was it? I mean,
never was. Our families were never explained.
And the families weren't explained.
Never.
Right.
I mean, I think there was a brother and a sister that appeared for Charlotte and Miranda. The rest
of course,
us homeless.
Cynthia Nixon's mother died.
Yes, of course. Yes.
Yeah.
But I thought that was something very important because of particularly my generation, and maybe even the 10 years before, Wendy Wasserstein's generation, mm-hmm. and what she was talking about in the Heidi Chronicles.
Which you were in, right?
Yes,
mm-hmm.
yes, I
mm-hmm.
was. I think what it was this migration of young women, going to single young women, mm-hmm. Not married, not in a relationship a lot of the times, were converging on these big metropolitan cities all over the world and having to create family. And, I kind of think that Samantha was responsible because she's sort of older and sort of found women that were kind of different and interesting and who could also accept her. I mean, she's a real powerhouse. I know there's definitely a lot of men, but also a lot of women who would just kind of find it a little bit too much. But I think that family was created because there was a lack of family on a daily basis. Mm-hmm. And just like Mary Tyler Moore spoke to me, I mean, like Lucy spoke to a generation before right. mm-hmm. about family, this was the new family. Or even Murphy Brown, the new family was a baby, Right. The new family was your work partners. Now this was, women as family in mm-hmm. the world, your girlfriends.
Right.
And ultimately, I don't think it really matters who their parents are.
Right.
They come
or
from,
how they actually
or
met.
how they
right.
actually met.
Mm-hmm.
It's really about, it's that immediacy of now.
Yeah.